Andy Larson with HotHealthyLiving.com, and we're here in Vegas with the American Society for Metabolic and Bariatric Surgery. And I'm here with my husband, who is a bariatric or weight loss surgeon. And so I thought this would be a good time to talk about weight loss and, why going to such extreme measures is having weight loss surgery is becoming more and more popular. And so I'm just going to ask you, Andy, why, well, first of all, what do they talk about at a weight loss surgery?
Well, surgeons come here from all over the country and actually all over the world to learn about the latest research into how weight loss surgery works, what the best procedures are, and what the optimum nutritional and exercise and psychological therapy is to make sure that the surgery really does work.
But now, why do you think, what's the mechanism by which weight loss surgery works?
Well, there's more than one, but by far the most important is that no matter what actual surgical procedure you choose, you're going to be a lot less hungry after the surgery than you were before the surgery.
Okay, that's interesting. We were at another conference about 3 years ago, and we heard Kalia Ali, who's the daughter of Muhammad Ali. She got up and spoke. She has actually had, was it the lap band?
She had the lap band.
She had lap band surgery, and her surgeon, Dr. George Fielding, who's one of the most prominent weight loss surgeons in the world.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He was practicing in Australia, and now he's up in New York City.
And and both of them had the surgery, and I remember it made a huge impact on me because they were both explaining that before they had the surgery, they were constantly hungry. It didn't matter what diet they tried, they were always hungry. And so I'm just going to kind of bring this full circle as to why are people so hungry?
I think we have to have hunger. Think about back in the time of the caveman, for example, when food was scarce. If people weren't motivated strongly to find that food, then they wouldn't survive. So hunger is a natural instinct, but it's not bred in us to live with the problems we have here in modern society with fast food everywhere and junk food all over the grocery store.
So then do you think people are, some people are maybe genetically predisposed to being hungrier than others, and because of environmental reasons they are not being satisfied with the food that's available today?
Well, absolutely. There's genetic differences, and in some cases, in the olden days, it might have been a good thing to have more hunger than the person next door to you because it might help you survive. But in the modern world, certainly excessive hunger is a detriment because it leads to obesity and leads to all the diseases associated with obesity. High blood pressure, diabetes, sleep apnea, reflux, arthritis, and I can go on and on.
Okay, so let's say there's somebody who isn't a candidate necessarily for weight loss surgery, but they have, 20 pounds, 30 pounds to lose, and they're hungry. What would be some quick and easy, take-home tips that you could tell them that could help curb hunger but still satisfy nutrition?
Yeah, at that level of being overweight, a few extra pounds that you have are making you feel less happy with yourself, and they're also putting you at the risk of some chronic health conditions. And obviously you're not going to have surgery to lose 20 pounds, but what you can do is change the way that you eat. There are foods that are more filling than other foods. And
it is true that the foods that are more filling also happen to have more nutrients in them. So it's not just that they're going to help you slim down, but they're also going to help protect against certain diseases.
And without going into too much detail, obviously you want to eat more fiber, beans, whole grains, fruits and vegetables.
And not fiber supplements.
No.
There's a big difference between taking fiber supplements and getting fiber in its whole natural form from whole foods nutrition.
Remember, the foods that contain fiber also contain volume in the form of water and in the form of nutrients.
And that's how the volume, or it works by mechanical mechanism.
That's the entire way that surgery works, and you can take advantage of that technique by eating bulky, filling foods that have a small amount of calories and a large amount of space. Vegetables and fruits are two good examples.
Big into vegetables. And so the other thing, and what would be another important factor for helping people lose weight? Let's just put food aside. What would be another?
Keeping your metabolism as healthful as possible. That really the number one thing you can do to keep a healthy, fast metabolism is build your muscle mass, because muscle mass burns calories while you're walking down the street, whereas if you don't have a lot of muscle mass, you're going to have a low metabolic rate.
They're even talking about this in the conference. I think, isn't this the first year that they're actually really emphasizing the importance of resistance training, especially as as the patients are losing weight, because if you are on a low-calorie diet or you're trying to lose weight, it's more important than ever that you do resistance training. Is that right? To keep your metabolism up.
Yeah, I mean, if you lose weight, even if some of it is good weight, your metabolism is going to drop, and it's going to get harder and harder as the pounds drop off to continue losing weight. And the only way to reverse that is to build muscle, which is the most metabolically active tissue that you have control over how much of it is in your body.
Right. So anyway, those are just a few quick tips from our trip in Vegas. And if you have any questions for me or for my husband, feel free to email me. It's ivy@hotandhealthyliving.com. And that's it. We'll see you soon.